Okay, get this. Nearly 99% of Fortune 500 companies are now using AI just to screen resumes. That's almost all of them. So if you're looking for a job right now, you're not just trying to impress a human anymore. Today, we're going to break down how AI is completely rewriting the rules of hiring, and more importantly, how you can actually use that to your advantage. Let's dive in. So think about the last job application you sent out. You polished it up, you hit submit, and then what? Who do you think read it first? A recruiter? Maybe a hiring manager? Well, chances are it was an algorithm. The very first gatekeeper you have to impress isn't even human. So we need to figure out how to do that. Because, yeah, whether we like it or not, there's a new interviewer in town, and it's powered by AI. It's doing the sorting, the screening, and sometimes even the first round of conversations. It is fundamentally changing how companies find their next great hire. So what exactly is AI recruitment? Well, to put it simply, it's about using tools, a lot like ChatGPT, to automate the really time-consuming parts of hiring. Just imagine a recruiter who can read 1,000 resumes in like a minute and then instantly schedule interviews with the top 10 candidates. That is the kind of power we are talking about here. And why is this catching on so incredibly fast? Well, for companies, it's all about efficiency. But you know what? For you, the job seeker, it could mean you're not left in the dark for weeks waiting to hear back. The whole idea is to let the AI handle that initial grunt work so the human recruiters can spend their time having real, quality conversations with the best fit candidates, people just like you. Okay, so we know what it is and we know why companies are all in on it. But what does it actually feel like to get interviewed by a robot? Let's pull back the curtain and take a look at how this whole AI hiring machine actually works. It pretty much works like a funnel. So first, at the top, an AI is going to sift through tons of resumes, just looking for those key skills and experience. Then you might get automated messages that handle scheduling or answer your basic questions. And then finally, you could find yourself in a preliminary interview that's conducted from start to finish by an AI. And this really highlights the big trade-off. An AI is blazing fast, and it's super consistent. It never gets tired, never has a bad day. But a human brings nuance, intuition, that ability to read between the lines. The smartest companies out there, they're not picking one over the other. They're figuring out how to get the best of both worlds. So, what is the AI actually looking at during an interview? Well, it's way more than just keywords. It's listening to your word choice, the tone of your voice to gauge confidence, and in video interviews, it might even be analyzing your facial expressions to see if you're engaged. It's trying to build this data-driven picture of not just what you know, but how you communicate it. Now, I know this might all sound a little bit intimidating, but this is so important. AI is not taking over completely. The future here is all about collaboration between human recruiters and their AI tools. Let me be super clear on this. The goal is to augment human judgment, not to replace it. Think of the AI like a co-pilot, right? It's feeding the recruiter data and insights so that they can make a better, more informed final decision. And this hybrid model really shows how that division of labor works. The AI handles the initial, heavy-lifting, data-focused tasks, finding candidates, screening resumes, some basic skills tests. And that leaves the final, much more human stuff, like assessing cultural fit, leadership potential, strategic thinking, to the actual human recruiters. When this collaboration really works well, everybody wins. The process can become fairer because you're reducing that initial human bias, it's faster for both the company and you, and it means you can have more meaningful, engaging conversations in those final, really critical stages. Okay, so we get the landscape now. Let's get to the most important part. How do you navigate this new world and actually land the job? This is your guide to success. All right, here's your playbook. First, you've got to get comfortable with these new formats, like those recorded one-way interviews. Second, use AI as your own personal interview coach. Have it generate practice questions, refine your answers. Third, when you get to the human rounds, you have to double down on what makes you human, your creativity, your empathy, and finally, be ready to shine in both worlds. This quote just hits the nail on the head. The winners in this new era aren't going to be the people who try to cheat the AI or the ones who just ignore it. No, they're going to be the ones who use AI as a tool, not a crutch. Use it to practice, to prepare, so that your real, genuine talent can shine through when it really matters. So let's wrap this all up and take a quick look ahead. What's the really big takeaway from all of this? What does the future of hiring actually look like? The future isn't robots versus humans.
It's a partnership. It's this dynamic blend where the raw efficiency and the data-driven insights of AI are used to empower the wisdom and the nuance of human judgment. Mastering this new landscape, that is the key to your success.
So I'm going to leave you with this question. You know how to get past the robot, but when you're finally sitting across from that human hiring manager, are you ready to show them what an algorithm can never, ever truly measure? Your passion, your creativity, that unique human spark, because that is how you're going to win the job. Good luck out there.